In the town of Waukegan, Illinois, on August 22, 1920, Ray Bradbury was born. Throughout a happy and fairly normal childhood, Bradbury was exposed to a wide variety of influences which shaped his writing career later on, including the Oz books, Buck Rogers, Blackstone the Magician, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the works of Jules Verne, and the amateur science fiction stories which were beginning to grow in popularity at that time. In 1934, the family moved to the large modern town of Los Angeles, a big change for Ray. Although he endured years of bullying there, he also managed to rub elbows with some of the biggest stars of the time. He even rode in Llewellyn Parsons' limousine when she wasn't using it. Bradbury wrote prolifically during his high school years. However, since his tales often featured visits to alien planets, strange lurkers in our own world, and other unusual science fiction themes, they didn't receive very good reviews. After graduating high school, Bradbury sold newspapers until he could afford a small office and a typewriter, and then he promptly began his writing career. In 1947, he married his wife, Marguerite, and published his first book, a collection of short stories titled The Dark Carnival. The book was a great success, and in the following years he would write over 600 short stories and books, including Fahrenheit 451, Dandelion Wine, Something Wicked This Way Comes, The Martian Chronicles, and Dinosaur Tales, and became known as the father of science fiction. Bradbury's extremely descriptive writing style details everything that happens in a dreamlike, hypnotic manner, allowing you to experience everything the characters do, and thus feel truly involved in the story. As he stood there, the sky over the house screamed. There was a tremendous ripping sound, as if two giant hands had torn 10,000 miles of black lines down the seam. Montague was cut in half. He felt his chest chopped down and split apart. The jet bombers going over, going over, going over. 1, 2, 1, 2. 6 of them, 9 of them, 12 of them. One and one and one and one and another and another and another did all the screaming for him. He opened his own mouth and let their shriek come down and out between his bared teeth. The house shook. The flare went out in his hand. Through all of Bradbury's works, there are numerous recurring themes that give the books their distinctive feel. These include magic, insanity, space travel, time travel, the end of the world, robots, the dangers of advancement, and small towns. And of course, the sense of wonder and curiosity that Bradbury remembers from his childhood. This is what sets him apart from other science fiction writers, because you can truly feel the strange, unreal worlds he creates. You can watch every jumping flame and every charging dinosaur as though they were standing before you, brought from the wild imagination of a geeky young boy to the timeless pages of a book by one extraordinary author.